Welcome back to Easy Health and Fitness, also known as Torah Health and Fitness. I would like to speak today about something that's affecting millions of people, and that is anxiety and worry. Maybe worse, maybe depression. I'm not going to address chemical depression that needs maybe a professional help. If someone has such levels of depression, they should definitely seek help. But I'd like to address some aspects of mental health that one can take care of right at home, in the comfort of your own home. First and foremost, understand that this is an ancient topic, it's not a modern topic. It's mentioned in the Torah, it's mentioned in the Talmud, it's mentioned in Rambam and other Rishonim. The Torah says in the book of Mishlei, Proverbs, anxiety in the heart of a man weighs him down. That's already known in the Torah. Another quote from Proverbs, from Mishlei, all the days of the poor are evil, but one of a merry heart has a continuous feast. What is this referring to, says the Talmud, in the name of Rabbi Shua ben Levi? All the days of the poor are evil is a metaphor for an irritable person. But one of a merry heart having a continuous feast, that's referring to a calm mind. That's in Baba Basra. Moreover, the Rambam says in his medical writings that not only is one unhappy to be unhappy, but being unhappy can actually slow down recovery from physical illness. And he advises his doctors in his medical writings to take care of, first and foremost, your patient's mental, emotional well-being. Make sure your patients are calm and happy. Play music for them or tell them funny stories. Lift up their mood, because that's going to increase their recovery speed, their recovery rate. This is a physical health issue that begins with the mind. Now, the neural pathways, the connection between mind and body, are not fully understood. We think it has something to do with cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that triggers the flight or fight response. Cortisol is a very important hormone, but with too high of levels, we see it associated with negative outcomes, including weight gain, including IBS, in migraine headaches, and other maladies. And while it's not fully understood, we understand that that there is this connection. In fact, there's a whole area of science devoted just to studying just this connection, known as psychoneuroimmunology. You can look it up. There's so many forms of mental stress, and as I mentioned earlier, and we say throughout this series, if one is in need of clinical help, seek it. Seek clinical help. This series is not meant to be a substitute for seeking proper medical help. But here's some tips from the Torah and from the doctors that can help anybody, whether or not you are also seeking professional help. And first and foremost is, well, it's related to professional help, which is, the Talmud says in Sota, the first path towards dealing with a heavy anxiety is either just to dismiss it from your mind, and I'll get back to that in a minute, or to talk it out with somebody. Well, obviously that somebody has to be someone who's a good listener. Typically, most people who are not trained to be therapists are not necessarily good listeners. A person needs to have a relationship with a person where they feel like they can really talk out their anxieties, and often that can come in the form of professional therapy. And nowadays, professional therapy is available from the privacy of your own home. There's teletherapists who do this all over the world, and very good ones. And so if that will be helpful to you, to have someone to talk out objectively, a good listener about your anxieties, so the Talmud is advising us to seek that path. What about the other path? Dismissing it from your mind. Easier said than done. Some people seem better able to do this than others. What's their secret? Well, first and foremost, people who are better at dealing with anxiety are probably taking care of those physical things that we know can improve one's mood and mental well-being. Just like the Rambam says that mental state of mind, mental well-being, mood can affect our health, our physical health, vice versa is also true. So a person who's getting adequate sleep, adequate nutrition, adequate exercise, adequate sunshine is much more likely to be mentally sound and resilient and be able to bounce back from challenges in life. So first and foremost, make sure you're taking care of those aspects of your health that you can control. Sleep, I can't overstate the value of sleep. We had a whole class or two on this already. If you look back in the archives on Torah Anytime, you'll see that we discussed this and how sleep can definitely and does definitely affect your mood and your overall mental well-being. I'm going to pause the class at this point and just give you a challenge right now to take care of those things first and foremost. If and when you find that you're consistently taking care of those physical things you can take care of, and you're not ready for formal therapy, then come back next time and we'll talk about the next steps to take. Or you can look them up right here in the book, Body and Soul, Chapter 19. Or you can look on our website, torahhealth.org, for resources there. And in the meantime, be gesund.